It helps you to stay.
Okay, and you're saying meditation doesn't need to be sitting. You can meditate.
Yeah, you can do some walking, you can do standing, and you can be laying down on bed. How can you sit? I mean, I can sit for 1 or 2 or 3 hours, 6 hours, right? You cannot do.
I cannot.
See, you can do 1 hour and you can change to the position. I can sit even, let's say 6 hours. I can 6 hours. After 6 hours, at least I feel something in my body. We are human, right?
Yeah. But of course, the best one is if you sit down, right? Like this.
Then I need to change standing. When I standing, I still can still breathe. I can still practicing.
So the breath is the most important.
The only breathing is still working. I would say.
And do you breathe from the mouth or from the nose?
From the nose.
From the nose only.
Mm-hmm.
If possible.
You cannot do like it.
So you close your mouth, you mean?
You close your.
How about your eyes?
Close your eyes. Try to forget what you have seen before you come to the place, and close your mouth. Try not to bring you back to any conversation or keyword when you haven't spoken before you come to this place.
So close your eyes and close your mouth.
Close your eye and close your mouth and close your ear as well. When I say close your ear, it's observe the sound from inside of your head. From what? From we call chit. In Sanskrit we call chitta panya. Chit means something that inside of our head and body make we realize and remember things. For example, you listen to me and say, "Oh, Mang Obi, I understand." What make you feel like, "Oh, that's correct"? What tell you? What tell you? Right? If I tell, "Oh, this is key," you and I understand. "Oh, yes, this is key." What tell you? "Oh, yes, this is key." It come from your memory. It come from your first time you see it. It come from the first sound you hear it. And people tell you the key. What keep that sound inside? It's your memory. Keep it. When your memory keep it, what keep talking? What remind you? How quickly you meant is that jit. Jit is an inside environment that knowing inside of your body. So when people jit in English we call mind. When we lose mind we call crazy people. They cannot control themselves. They don't feel cool. They don't feel hot. They don't feel something. When they lost their mind.
Yeah.
So the jit also similar to mind that remind us of anything. You listen to me or I listen to you. I use my jit to listen, to observe. And then if you don't have that jit, it will be very hard. So when we practice most, when I say when you close your ear, I mean you put your jit on this. You don't put on ear. For me, I can sit almost everywhere. Even sound the radio or disco or concert or whatsoever, I can meditate. I don't put my ear on the sound. I put on this sound.
You observe your breath.
I don't observe that sound. I observe this sound.
This sound is your breath.
Yeah. The loudest sound is the sound.
Wow.
The loudest one. When you put your jit on it, then you try to put universe on this. That is the big key.
But that one needs practice. Otherwise, you cannot, right?
You need practice.
Because for somebody who is new, even
hard.
a coin drop will already disturb him.
And also, somebody is new. One thing that I said, the more quiet, the more little thing appear.
You're right.
Yeah. For example, if this area is full in the middle of night and still you and I, this amount of sound we speak, it will go very loud. People over there might hear our sound.
So So what you're saying is maybe not so quiet is good.
No, listen. When it's middle of night and nobody working, no movement, no any sound, anything, we sit here. If the small leaf drop, we might even hear it.
I know.
Leaf drop, right? That means because why we hear that now? If leaf drop, big thing drop, we don't hear it. Why? Because of too much. We cannot observe only one thing, right? And then the more quiet, the little thing drop appear. When it's a small thing drop, we hear that. Compare inside mental management is mean the more you are getting quiet, the little memory that you might have been lost and forget appear to attract you. It's very nature. The more you're getting peace, the more you're getting with you on you understanding, the little thing appear in your mind.
Is that good or bad?
Not good, not bad, but it will just come like that. So your responsibility and function is just stay there and see you. How much you can recognize, how much you can let it go, how much you can not to go with it. I mean, how hard is that when we practice not enough, and when we more practice to the more peace, and not the big thing appear, but little thing appear. The more detail appear, thing you might even forget it appear.
So,
because when it quiet, it's the how our mind working properly.
yeah. So those things, the frequency of things coming to your mind when it's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
The more things coming to your mind, what does it tell you? Means you are doing good, or is it bad?
Not good. So we don't talk about good and bad. We talk on how we understand we. We don't talk now in practice meditation. We don't talk about good and bad. We talk on how can understand us. We don't. And the reason why I said that the more peaceful. For example, why do people want to come to one of the places that were famous people doing good things, go like to support and go? Similar. Buddha said, if you are a good person, time and opportunity will bring other people and to come through your life. If you are bad, time and opportunity will bring a good person out of your life.
Yeah. To avoid opportunity.
Right. So when you practice going to the peace, you are not different from ocean and sea, where you are staying here, the whole of the river and the world come together and join it, go to the sea and ocean finally. Small water, small river, it come and gathering to Mekong and go gathering again to the sea, and the sea go to the ocean. You like on the ocean, exit little. Because when you were born until now, how much you have been through?
Yeah, I think meditation is a core in Buddhism. It's very important. It's essential, I would say.
Yes.
Not important. It's a core.
It's a core. It's physical. It's for psychology. It's philosophy as well. It used not only technique, only one. It used a lot. If I talk to a person who practice much, the way how I explain would go different. Because now I'm talking to you, so the way how I go explain is so much detail, and I did one. So then how I read you, like when you said beginning, that can I read you. So this conversation that it depends on how can I reach to you. If I talk higher than this one, you will feel.
How can a person learn how to meditate? Okay, simple things like what would you, how would you go about it? A lot of people.
Similar question that a couple family yesterday asked me. Buddha never try, never know, even though you are hearing. I cannot tell you that until you try. And when everyone try at the same time, they have different problem.
Sure. It's yeah.
No, so never try,
There's
never
no
know.
right way or wrong way, maybe. I mean, what I'm saying is, you have to
you
do
need-
it yourself, experience yourself, and
At the same time, you need a mentor. You need teacher. You need people who clearly understand the way how it should be. Not just go. Sometimes
What does a mentor do? What kind of how do they mentor you?
How do they mentor me? For us, we sit like this, circle, like a circle under the big tree. We sit there for 1 hour, and our master will walk past by and ask, what did you see? How did you feel? What did you think of? What attract you and why? We tell him, and then he tries to tell how we release it down, how we clean it out, and how we try to clean, and be, and clean and be, until you feel so much tired of thinking, so much tired, because when you are sitting, you are not sitting to think, but you're sitting to let go. Some people, when they sit there, don't think, come back. They fight with themselves. When they finish, it should be relaxed and quiet and calm, but it should, so tired, hurt my leg, I hurt my something.
Yeah. But
That would how it takes time to understand you. First thing, I would understand you.
So for a beginner, how long do you need to try to do it? And
There is no percentage. I cannot tell you. Everyone is different.
but it should be done daily.
Yes.
And is there a best time to do it?
Uh,
Preferred time, I mean.
I think I have, from my experience, I have never read that they said, oh, prefer time, something, no. Meditation, no special time, special place, special person. Everyone, every place, everywhere, every time. If you tell, oh, it has to be special place, if you cannot go to that place, how can you do? Oh, tired, getting suffering, unhappy.
Yeah.
If it's all special time, if that time you cannot do it, oh, I'm sad, I cannot practice anymore, you stuck. That is attachment. See? So it's very, how can I say that, sensitive, but it's very easy. So what I want to share is that sitting not to let go, not sitting to think, sitting to see, understand, not sitting to control. That would be my final.
I heard that before, but again, it's very refreshing, and thank you so much. You know, I will try again.
Yes.
I can only promise myself try again, and it seems because the simplest thing to do, you know, in terms of time, because you said try it 5 minutes, you know, let's try it, because again, you can do it anywhere. You don't need a special place. You just need a place to sit, right? Or to right now.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
You can be indoor, it can be outdoor, it can
Yeah.
be anywhere, like you said, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you don't even need a shoe, you know, like exercise. You can go with this or whatever.
I know the Ronaldinho, Brazilian soccer player.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah. You know what? He was born in very poor family,
Yeah.
and he really wanted to play football.